Okay, guys, welcome to another trading Zoom call. I want to give you value. Make sure you have a notepad and pen. We're going to be here for 30 minutes. It's going to be a blitz, but I hope in that 30 minutes you get some value. Someone write in the chat box, note takers are, finish the sentence off. Note takers are, yes, note takers are money makers. I put in the WhatsApp groups today a personal development video. Now, be honest and put your hand up if you've listened to it. Simone did, well, amazing. Okay, not yet. Guys, I encourage you, please, please, please. Personal development will make you successful as a trader. I've changed a few of my strategies. So I'm developing. This is the thing. As you grow as a trader, as you grow in personal development, you're going to learn new things. You're going to tweak new things. You're going to do new things. And one of the things that I'm tweaking is my strategy. So I'm always developing my strategy. For example, I was saying to Simone and Oluwatosin, I was saying, I think with my strategy, I'm now going to take limits. So for example, I'll have a target, a minimum target and a maximum target. So when I see my trade hit that target, I close the trade. Because what I'm finding, I'm waiting all day trying to catch pips. But in essence, we're catching pips, but the money at the end of the month, is it correlating with the pips you've caught? Because I can catch a lot of pips, but sometimes I make more money in a short burst than waiting all day. And my strategies are close one trade and close half another trade and this and that. But today, I was in the market for about 20 minutes, hit my target, close my trades. Okay, so I'm developing as a trader and I'm still learning and I'm still tweaking, I'm still finding out what works for me. And this is what happens. Remember, 96% of traders fail within the first year. Write that down, please. 96% of traders fail within the first year. So the only way for you to be successful is if you have a trading plan, trading journal, trading rules. Yes, I may sound like a stuck record, but I have to keep telling myself the same thing. I have to be structured, ordered, disciplined. If I'm not, I lose trades. It's as simple as. Every time I change my rules, I lose trades. And I've got documentation. Hit my target today, bounced. All right? So you have to find out what works for you. Now, a lot of people are taking Baz's signals and they're amazing, but there are times where you're losing. And I was saying to people, you've got to do what's right for your account, okay? Don't just blindly follow the educators because Baz is doing what is right for his account. Again, he's doing what is right for his account. You've got to do what is right for your account. So write that in the chat box. I have to do what is right for my account. Yeah? You've got to do what is right for your account. No one else's. No one else's. It's got to be your account. Because if you haven't got the same amount of money as Baz, you're going to get stung differently. All right? So you have to do what is right for your account, work out your lot sizes. Maybe you go to the previous lower, previous high, and that's your stop loss. So instead of having a 100 pip stop loss, maybe have 30. As long as your account is growing. Now, the only way you can tell that is if you have a trading journal. One of these. Simone's mum makes them. Look, I have all my trades written down. If you want to take your trade into the next level, you need to have a database. Get one of these, guys. But plus 70 pips, plus 83 pips, plus 171 pips, plus 120 pips. But it's also got my losses. It's got my losses in it as well, but it also has my emotions. How did I feel? How did I feel? How do you feel like? And I'm still dealing with my emotions. Please don't get it twisted. I fight. Bah, 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 bah. I fight every single day with my emotions to make sure I put it under subjection. I have to tell my soul, that's where your intellectual and emotions are, that shut up, do the trades, walk away from the laptop, take your money and bounce. Because sometimes the greed effect comes on. Oh, I wish I could have made more. No, have a limit, take it, be thankful, and be thankful. Every day I'm grateful. I'm like, Lord, I'm grateful for the amount of pips that I've caught. I'm grateful that I was able to make more money in 20 minutes from my house than my day job when I used to work. I could have made a lot more, but I was thankful for the small. When you're thankful for the small, you can get abundance. Imagine just having small, 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 small. That's called the compound effect. The compound effect. Write that down, compound effect. Small wins. If you have a big win, that's all well and good for that day. But that same big win, you can have a big loss. And there's no point having this, and a big loss. Write this down. You are allowed to win big. You are allowed to break even. You are allowed to have a small loss, but you're definitely not allowed to have a big loss. Yeah, write that down, please. Big win's okay, break even is okay, small loss, but you're never allowed to have a big loss. That's sacrilege. All right, let's get to the charts, guys. If you've got value from what I've just said, put a flame in the chat box or give me a number 777. Let's look at my charts. This is going to be a quick teaching, guys. Review my videos that I've sent out previously and just work on your strategy. I'm just getting up the chart. Let me know if you can see my screen. It should have a GBP USD. Amazing, let's go. So what I want to talk to you about today is looking at my indicators. People have asked me what indicators that I use. And I was trying to break a few of my indicators down, mark up a few charts, and I'll just teach you how I literally go about my day. All right, so I utilize confirmations. Confirmations is what will make you a successful trader. Now, something I've learned is something called the MACD, the moving average. Now, if I zoom in, one second, guys, I think someone's trying to get in. Yeah, if I zoom in, this is the moving average line, all right? So we have the signal line and the line that we actually care about. So this, where my cursor is the 0 line. See this cursor? The 0. These bars here are volume bars and volume indicators. So when it's green, that means strong. When it's lighter green, it means it's getting weaker. When it's red, it means strong. When it's lighter red, it means it's getting weaker. Now we're looking for the cross. So if, let me change this. If you can see the blue line, when it's crossing underneath the orange line, so the movement average is the blue and the orange is the signal. If it's crossing underneath, it means the trend has begun to change. All right. So the trend is now going in an uptrend slightly. I want to show you. You see it here? It crossed. Look what happened here. It went up. Let me see if I can get a line. Vertical line. Oh, wrong one. Okay, that doesn't really make sense. The vertical line is black. Let me change it to... Right, can you see that, guys? I'll get another vertical line. Put it here. Can you see that? Where it crossed underneath, went up, guess what happened to the trade? It started to go up. Now that was a tiny one. That was a tiny growth. The best ones, and this is just for confirmation. So when I say confirmation, you're adding it to your confluence. You're adding it to your other confirmations. Don't just take the trade based off of one thing. You're adding it to the other confirmations. And I keep repeating myself because I really want it to stick in your mindset. This is the best time. Because if it's below the zero line, see two lines are both below the zero, guess what? Once it breaks the zero line and you've seen the cross, you've seen the blue go underneath the orange and it breaks through, that means it's a change in momentum. That's what we're really looking for it to break through the zero line, whether it be up or down. Let's see what happened. So when it broke through here, that was when there was a change in momentum. Look, then it broke through here. If I put another horizontal line, this is the beauty of it. It crossed over and it broke through. Now, typically you're able to catch about 20 pips, 20 to 30 pips, once you see that happening. Let's measure. Now this is GBP USD, so it's probably going to be a lot more. Up to the highest peak, well, that's 117 pips. But on other trades, AUD, JPY, those type of trades, 20 to 30 pips. But the minute it broke through, look at the percentage. So some people literally utilize that. Now, how I learned that was from something called bounce back. And I'm going to teach you the strategy. So simple. Watch this. Now, I'm not saying go and do this strategy. I'm just saying when you learn how to trade and you learn from all the top educators, you get different viewpoints of trading. And then you have the ability to amalgamate them all. If you understand what I'm saying, give me a 2. If you understand that you have the ability to amalgamate different strategies together for you to get your optimum strategy that works for you. Amazing, amazing. So this is the strategy called from bounce back. You draw a trend line. from the top to the bottom. So remember, for it to be a valid trend line, how many touches do you need minimum? Amazing. For it to be a valid trend line, you need a minimum of 2 touches. So what bounce back simply use, they draw a trend line from when they see a downtrend or an uptrend. Once it breaks your trend line, which is here, if I get rid of this. Once it breaks your trend line, get in on the second candle, which will be here. But if we went down to the 15-minute, all right, let's go down to the 15-minute. All right, so if we're going here, so you go down to the 15-minute. Okay, you would get in on the second candle. So guess what? It broke, hit this white candle is where it broke. It then retested, you were getting in here. Now, if you got in on that candle, you could have caught 60 pips, then it would have come down, then it would have gone up to 100 and something pips. So again, you draw out a trend line on the 1 hour, and then you jump down 2 time frames. All right, so the next one will be 30 minutes, go straight to the 15. So you draw the trend line on the 1 hour. Once it breaks the trend line, what you have to do, again, is look for the confirmation of it breaking through your MACD, both lines breaking through, making sure it's crossed, the blue has crossed underneath the orange as well. It breaks through, you get in on the second candle. Who has just learned a brand new strategy from that? Let me see in the chat box. A very simple strategy. Just let me know if you've learned a brand new, simple strategy. Wow, wow. I'm glad I'm here to add value. Let me say something, guys. Stop wasting time on social media. Stop wasting time on Instagram. Stop wasting time on Facebook. Stop wasting time on nonsensical conversations. Develop yourself. If I've added value in the last 20 minutes of this teaching, that you can utilize a simple strategy to make money for the rest of your life, what have we been doing for the last 20 years? 18 years, that's the minimum anyway, for you to join the company. But the majority of us are 30 plus, 40 plus. What have we been doing? Plug into the educators, plug into the system. You should come out of this lockdown an expert trader. Lee is giving valuable sessions every single day. I'm giving drop-in sessions. We've got Manny Canones, an amazing educator. Lee Allen, you know, Lee Allen. Baz. Matthew, the orange line is a signal line and the blue is the moving average. Okay. Plug into the educator. Plug into my videos. Plug into all these educators on IM. We have amazing traders in our company. We've got, oh, my mind's gone blank. Richard, you know, Richard is a beast. He's a shark. He was trading before I was. We've got Philip, the DAX king. Who else we got? We've got Nana. We've got Francis. We've got Ben. We've got Pemi. We've got Philip. We've got Oscar. We've got so many. We've got Lee. We've got Jessica. There's so many beast traders. Who else we got? We've got loads of guys. Drop some names in the chat box of all the beast educators that we have in MA Finance Academy. We've got April, Harmonic Scanner Queen. We've got so many. Plug into their sessions. Plug into my sessions. Plug in. What I want, you know my dream and vision. You want us to all become 6-figure traders. I want you to learn the skill. Oh yeah, Kathy. Yeah. Kathy, yeah, amazing. I want us to learn this skill so we're able to teach our family. All right? I want us to learn this skill. The last indicator I'm going to teach you for today is this. And guys, you know I do short ones, innit, to make you more hungry to learn for yourself. Because I could have got Des's link. I was like, nah, let me keep it short and sweet. All right? Because I don't want to be the only person that gives. I want you to be hungry for yourself and learn yourself. I want it to be your own personal journey. I've got a little group where I'm putting out trades, and I'm allowing them, I'm teaching them bits and bobs, but I want them to learn for themselves. And I said to Oluwatosin today, I said, look, you have got to do what's right for you and your trading account. Yes or yes? So, last indicator. This is the RSI, otherwise known as the Relative Strength Index. I'm going to get rid of this. Oh. Yeah, this is the RSI, otherwise known as the Relative Strength Index. And it indicates when the market is oversold or overbought. So this is where my cursor is. This is the area I'm talking about. Now, typically, when the line goes above the 70, it means the market is overbought. That means it's too bullish, too many buyers. Another terminology, but long and short. In the chat box, please write down the definition of long. If I say I'm long in it, what does that mean? Amazing, buy. If I say I'm shorting it, what does it mean? Now, these are terminologies that other traders utilize. I don't use that stuff. I'm like buy or sell. But if someone says, let's long the market, you need to understand. So what tends to happen is that once the RSI has broken the 70 level, now what you can do is change the data on it to 80-20. So instead of it being 70 here, you can have it as 80. So once it's broke the 70 or 80, whichever one you prefer, it means the market has to reverse. Okay? It has to reverse because there's too many buyers in the market. This is if it's on a bullish trend. There's too many buyers in the market, so there's going to be a pullback. So now you have a tool that you're able to utilize where you're able to see when the market is going to buy, or when the market is going to reverse, or when the market is going to sell, or when the market is going to reverse. We call them pullbacks. Higher highs, higher lows. All right, let's have a look. Now this was a tiny pullback, but look at this little spike. It's broken through and it's pulled back. Look what happened. It broke through, small pullback. Now, obviously, if it goes a lot higher than 70, like to the 80s, you know it's going to have a massive pullback. When it's in between the grids, between here is 30 and 70, it means the market is okay. It's not overbought and it's not oversold. It's when it breaks the 30 level or 70 level or 20 or 80, that's when you're going to look for a pullback. So sometimes it's better to wait. It's better to wait for it to come back into the grid. Am I making sense? Let me know if I'm making sense. Yes. All right, cool. You're getting value. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So let's just have a quick recap of what we've done today. Utilizing two tools. RSI, Relative Strength Index, and MACD. Indicators are here. Let's type in MACD. Tap it, it comes up. Quick recap. This is a perfect example. If we look here on my MACD, someone in the chat box let me know what it's doing. In the chat box, someone write down what's happened. On the MACD, from what you can see. Amazing. So Jessica's saying it's crossed the zero line. Why? Because we have green indicators, that indicates volume. That means the volume's getting stronger. We've had the orange signal line, we've had the blue line cross underneath the orange, and it's both have broken through the 0 line to indicate a shift in momentum. Well done, Lee, for that, those correct terminology. A shift in momentum. Let's have a look. You're gonna see a shift in momentum. Look, you see it clearly. Can you see that? Look at the strong indication. I'll even get a trend line to emphasize this. Can you see the power of the MACD? The power of the MACD. It's indicated a shift in momentum. And again, this is just added confluence. This is not what makes me decide whether to buy or sell, but it's added. So once I see that mark make sense to me, once I see my zones make sense to me, once I've utilized the break and the retest make sense to me, once I've utilized Fibonacci, I'm good to go. Last thing, let's recap the RSI. If it breaks the 30 or 70 level, if it breaks the 70 level, what does that mean, guys? Someone write in the chat box. What does it mean if it breaks the amazing? You guys are on point. You guys are on point. Yay. It means it's overbought. If it's overbought, what does it mean? What's going to happen to it? Amazing. It's going to pull back. It's exactly the same. If it breaks the 30 level, what's going to happen? Oversold. What's going to happen? It's going to go back up. Now, use these tools as confluence. I utilize MACD. I utilize RSI. I utilize zones. I utilize fibs. All these things added together are making me, thus far, become a consistent, profitable trader. In any particular order. Yeah, I just look for all of them at the same time. So I have all of them on my charts. It breaks my zone. Once it breaks my zone, I then draw up my, use my Fibonacci. I want it to retest, either hitting 88.6, 78.6, 61.8, or 38.2. I execute. Okay. Have you got value from this call, guys? Have you learned something? Have you learned something that you're going to adopt and perhaps utilize and add to your understanding? Someone like Marcus or Poseidon who just joined, I know you're getting value and you're learning so much. Thank you for being on every single call. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Let everyone know, blow up the chat box again if you've got value, like in Team Excel Genesis, AMA Finance, Exodus, all the groups, blow the chat box. I want people to plug in because I want people to learn. There's too many lazy traders out there complaining and having a go at the educators. Learn yourself. Guys, I'm going to bounce. Take care. Blow up the chat box, please. Like, do it. Like, for real. Show some love and support. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And let's look to be winning and making that cash money. All right. Have a good day. Bless, 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 bless. Oh. No, chat box. I'm talking about Team Excel chat, not this one. But guys, thank you. Jess, thank you. Pammy, thank you. Matthew, thank you. Poseidon, thank you. Novlet, thank you. Let's bounce.